Before you watch this video, don't look for this on your car because once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. We all love the look of showroom condition paint that looks like it's perfect, even on cars that have quite a lot of mileage on them. Even if the paint is perfect, there are other parts of the car, especially the plastic, grills, and other hang-on pieces that will tell you a bit more about what the actual condition or former condition of that car was, even if the dealer has supposedly sorted out the stone chips. And as usual, there are two sides to this. One could actually be stone chips that were sorted out, or it could be hiding damage to the bumper, fenders, or other repairs that were otherwise sorted out without you knowing. Usual candidates for sorting out stone chips are the bonnet, the fronts of the fender, and the bumper. But what will happen is usually they will only spray up to half of the bonnet. And if they do a really good job, you won't notice it. But this is why you need to look at the car in different kinds of light, in the showroom, out of the showroom, different times of the day to see what the paint is really telling you. So this is my car in outside light, late afternoon, and it still looks really, really good. There's also a shot of it inside, and it's looking just as good. You wouldn't really notice much of an issue. But with certain color temperatures and indirect lighting, you'll spot the blend line. And have you seen it? Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. You'll most likely find these on creases along the car, which are good spots to hide blends. Somewhere along the top panels, this car doesn't have it, but that's where you could look for it, somewhere along the top rails. And of course the bonnet and fenders, which are the most visible. So language that you should be a little bit suspicious about is when the dealer says that the car was only used for short runs, that's why there are no rock chips, that the car had PPF that was removed, in which case why was it removed? And then of course that the car just had a pedantic owner. You can't go against the laws of physics or the nature of South African roads. So there's that. Personally, I'd prefer to see the car with all of the defects and with rock chips and parking lot dings on it so I can figure out what to do with it and I can see what the actual condition was before a dealer or the previous owner decides to sort it out to get a better price. And also just to note, this isn't a defect, this is part of the repair, so there isn't anything to correct. You can have the paint as flat as possible, you can sand it, and you will only improve it a little bit. This is as good as it's going to get for this car until I fit a CS bonnet and have a completely resprayed panel. Well, this is one of the more difficult defects to spot when shopping. I hope you guys are also using the gift of sight to look at things like drips, divots, and fisheyes in the paintwork.